Someone put me out, 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a shit about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, when I hit that. Okay, when I hit that. Sound like you love me. When I hit that. Okay, when I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 50. They're on the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 22-yard line.
Murray the give. This is Drake. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On first down, Drake. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
7, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Lewis. 8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. from the shotgun with Drake. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, it's Drake. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 40 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay, it's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Let's go.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
1st and 10 at the 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first first half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
First down, Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray's going to yield to Drake on the option. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Cardinals.
Shotgun now for Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carry for Chase Edmonds. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Going to throw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, and he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And Crosby puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, let's go. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Oh, baby, good job, my brother. Let's get it in.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to